Okay, so in this video we are going to be talking about why the PvP system in GPO is pretty broken. Alright, hear me out. There's a lot of unbalanced things about GPO that are kind of annoying. And I mean, like, this first match kind of sums that. Oh, wait, what? I thought I interrupted that flash freeze. And I think this first match is going to kind of show that off pretty well, considering the fact that we are fighting a Mara Fishman user. Now, Mara may not be super broken. Mara is a very good fruit, but I would not call it broken. It is one of the best, but again, it may be even a little brain dead at times with some of its skills, but by no means do I think it's really like broken. But Fishman, on the other hand, I definitely do think is broken. I don't know how they let this slide, knowing that Fishman works the way that it does, and they just were like, yep, let's just give it GPO too. So this video might be all over the place because I don't really have like a specific idea of all the things I want to cover, but obviously there are things I want to cover. So yeah, the first thing, again, Fishman. Fishman is just super high M1 damage scaling. I only have 375 in Fishman. I do 61 at M1 on somebody with no like sea beast armor or Kraken armor, and that's already insane as is. Water prison true combos out of M1, so you get a decent damage skill that true combos out of M1s, and you can also, it leaves them in a lot of stun, so you can combo it into any really skill you want, almost, which is pretty crazy. Next, you're given a very solid guard break. Those being its like best skills are the fact that its best skills are its first two skills is even better, considering the fact that you don't even need to put a lot at all, maybe like 25 skill points into Fishman, and you get everything you really gonna need. And then you put 375 into M1 damage, and that's only 400 skill points, and you have everything you will ever need for fighting style and damage. So that as is, you just stop with that, and you're set. You're gonna be doing insane damage. There are people who do run builds like that, and they just put everything else into defense, which is absolutely crazy. But I prefer to have a devil fruit or something, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Fishman Karate is definitely very broken. I mean, it's kind of easy to solve, not have it something this broken. Just nerf its M1 damage scaling, make it more similar to like Black Leg or something. I mean, you can give it a little above average M1 damage scaling if you like, but like, I'm just saying it definitely shouldn't be as high as it is, because I never really will ever see a reason to switch off of Fishman Karate. So yeah, we'll cover our next subject in the next match, but that's pretty much everything I want to say about Fishman Karate. Is it's very broken, and I didn't want to dedicate too much time, so I don't only get one match because I've already made videos about it and all that stuff. So yeah, the next thing I want to cover is certain fruits. Like, certain fruits in specific are definitely just broken, or definitely just very aggravating to fight, and I kind of hate that. Fruits kind of like Magma or Goro. Now Goro, it's a brain dead fruit. It always has been. I think it always will be. People, they tried nerfing that lightning paralyzation, but it was the most unnoticeable nerf that anyone had ever noticed in the history of anything. So it was a failed attempt at a nerf. But realistically, the reason that Goro is kind of super annoying or super brain dead or should be nerfed or relooked at or something along, you know, those lines, or that kind of unbalances the PvP system, is you're given a very true combo extender, which is aggravating. Any fruit with a true combo extender instantly becomes a little more annoying. But usually fruits that have true combo extenders kind of have something else to balance that, and Goro doesn't. I mean, it has a good guard break, has good damage skills. The only complaint really I have about Goro is the fact that it deals like a high stamina drain. That's not even that bad. Next we have, the next fruit I kind of want to cover that's pretty broken, brain dead-ish, is Magu. Now, you go in an arena, you're going to see Magu users all the time. Magu users are so common to run by in arena. I'm sure anybody can agree with me. It's just like, it's very aggravating, and it's because of how good the fruit is. It's just, you can literally just run a high level fruit build and try to spam your eruption, and then if you land eruption you can get a hound off, which is true, and that itself is hundreds of damage just off of 2 skills. It is a true combo. Rinse and repeat. Eruption is a very, very easy skill to land. If you're fighting someone who's extra annoying, you can like eruption and then trident pull and then combo extend with something else like a head of ball or something, and then you can get another set of M1s, or even worse, they can do that but they can have Fishman Karate M1, so they can do an eruption, still do high damage because again the strength scaling for Fishman Karate is very low, and then do a whole high damage combo. It's very annoying. Then again, Magu has always been in a very tough spot when it comes to balancing, so you can't really blame it too much. It's always gone through balance changes every update for the last like 2 updates. So you know what? I feel like Magu's just one of those things where it's either always going to be broken or always suck. There's not going to be really an in between. Well, not suck, but just not be very good. And there's no real in between, I guess. So, but yeah, that's not the only fruits that are really broken. Next, you got Ito. Ito, I'm more okay with Ito being broken because it's only broken in really PvP. You're never gonna see like, you're never gonna see somebody in Ito being like, bro, Ito is so good for like dungeons. It's not. It just isn't. So that's just another thing. The reason is obviously true combo extender. Its guard break puts the person in an incredible amount of stun, which you know is always annoying. And yeah, so you can kind of use pentachromatic strings as a second combo extender, though it's a little harder, but you can still make it true. That's enough as is. I mean, you give it another pretty solid guard break and boom, you just got a very annoying fruit to put up with. A lot of people tend to run Ito with Fishman Karate. That's because it runs like 2 combo extenders, and then you just do hundreds of damage. Again, very annoying. Just fruits that have multiple combo extenders automatically. Another broken thing was mixing. Really, if you notice, combo extenders, Fishman Karate, is always going to be broken. It's just always going to be broken. That's kind of the meta as of right now. The meta is Fishman Karate. That's like the meta fighting style. And obviously combo extenders. Those are always going to be the meta in any game, pretty much, because they're combo extenders. But GPO has the issue where Fishman Karate exists. Incredibly high damage M1s exist, which they tried fixing with the sword damage nerf, but Fishman Karate, so yeah. Now with all of this said, that's not really to say that like, oh, they suck at balancing their game. I mean, I'm not saying they're the greatest at balancing their game. Balancing a game is a difficult thing to do, so I'm not complaining. And I know they've put in effort to balance things and listen to the community is, well, not as best as they can, but the effort is definitely still there, right? You know, the sword mastery nerf happened, all that stuff happened, and I'm not taking it at all I'm not taking any of it for granted or anything. I'm just saying, like, it seems like there are a few problems that have been in their face for as long as I can remember that they've kind of done nothing to fix. Like, instead of fixing combo extenders, all they did was reduce M1s, overlooked a fighting style, and then buffed every fighting style indirectly by giving them all GPO. So now we're kind of just back to square one, you know? Like, the big problem with GPO was that everybody would run super high M1 builds, ruin the fun, and kind of just run combo extenders. It's a very lame way of playing. I'm not going to act like I don't, you know, add to the problem. I definitely do. I like playing with high damage M1s, and I'm obviously going to play by the meta. That round ended so fast. But, okay, we'll talk more about it next match. Okay, anyway. Yeah, again, not taking anything for granted. It just feels like, you know, they could have fixed a bunch of things by being like, oh yeah, we'll just like nerf whatever. An Ito user, phenomenal. You know, you could just like nerf M1 damage and nerf combo extenders, or like, you know, that's the meta. And of course, I'm saying like I'm obviously gonna use the meta. All right, I don't want to lose all the time, but it's just they could try like some more elaborate fixes instead of just like the easy way. Not to say that the sword mastery was the easy way. I don't really know what they were thinking. Again, I'm trying my hardest not to offend people because I know how people get sometimes. But it's just like, there's certain fixes to these problems. I don't think they'd be too hard. I think they should just like kind of do them. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, all in all, the problems in GPO that kind of make PvP a hassle to play. Like, I feel bad for other people to play against me. If only I had like a combo. If I had Ito, man, I'd hate playing against me. See what I mean? Combo extenders. The problems in this game are really just like Fishman Karate. Fishman Karate as a whole right now is just broken. Really just fix that M1 damage scaling, and you'll be set. Some devil fruits that are incredibly broken, like Magu. and then you're left with like all of these ridiculous combo extenders. Like everything has to have a combo extender. If something doesn't have a combo extender, that's automatically points docked off for how good it is. Like weapons without a combo extender, not as great as weapons with a combo extender. Like Festival Lance, if it didn't have a combo extender, that weapon would be nothing. But people use that weapon. You know why they use that weapon? Because it has a combo extender. That's just the way the world works. Ito, it would still be a pretty decent fruit, but it's used a lot because of its combo extender. You know, combo extenders are great. Everybody loves a good combo extender. It kind of takes away from the gameplay though. So I think if you would really want a perfect PvP experience, you'd eliminate a majority of the combo extenders, you would fix a lot of the damage scaling, and you would nerf certain fruits that are brain dead. And I think that would create a much more fun and a much more competitive PvP scene that is a lot more skillful than it is now, at least, because right now it's not super skillful, you know. Up tilting into some Ito combo extender just doesn't take much skill. Not to bash this guy, I've played builds that take way less skill, but yeah, it's not a great scene to be in. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. I will see you guys next time. I know I definitely missed a few things, but it's whatever. Peace.